Hi everyone, I'm Bill Burt. This is Hector Longo. We're here at Burt Talk Sports. It's basically the beginning of the NFL season. We are going to do, Hector and I will be meeting probably about once a week, sometimes twice a week for big games. We will also have videos before, during, and after Patriots games in Foxborough, also a couple of road games. I think we're going to make another road trip. Had a couple disasters. We're going back down to New York, down to New Jersey. And hopefully we'll remember the camera this year. But let's start. Let's get quickly. This is on the Patriots. We're going to do a 5-minute segment as well on the NFL. Strengths of the Patriots. So if I had to say, going into this season, where we are right now, where the roster is, Game 1 with Miami on Monday night, what are their strengths?
Well, obviously their offense has tremendous punch. They scored 33 points a game last year, 5 more than anybody else. That starts with Brady. Tom Brady is the trigger man. He's got plenty of weapons. They kind of tried to reload around him, bringing in Chad Ochocinco, drafting 2 running backs in Stephen Ridley and Shane Vereen. I think skill weapons on offense are clearly their strength, and they're going to score with anybody.
Will they be better offensively than they were a year ago?
Tough to be better. I mean, you put up 5 more points than the closest team, which was San Diego. They were one of top 5 team all-time scoring points. So I don't think you can be better, but they can be as efficient.
I'll tell you why I think they'll be a little better, because I think the running backs are a slight upgrade with Ben Jarvis Green-Ellis, who we do take for granted around here. But I think Wes Welker, if you look at his year, he led the NFL in drops, and he was, the year before he was first in yards after catch. He was about 14th. He was down about 300 yards. Apparently, word is he's 100% healthy, and he probably should have not even been here last year, but that was his mentality. So I think they're going to be a little stronger there.
He looked sharp in the preseason he's a guy playing for a contract.
Let's go to the defensive side of the ball, and I know you've come out, and I know you're not thrilled with the defensive backs. So let's talk about strengths first on defense.
Well, no, they were 14-2 last year, Bill, and he replaced 6 or 7 starters on that team. 7 of the guys who started in the playoffs against the Jets are gone. So I think Bill Belichick told you what he thought of his defense that went 14-2. It looks like the strength will be up front again, obviously, but Vince Wilfork is the best player on that team, and besides Brady, and I think that's where the strength will lie. They've done a nice job replenishing around him. Sean Ellis is a great addition.
Okay, we've been here 30 seconds. You haven't mentioned
Albert Haynesworth.
I
refuse to believe that Albert Haynesworth is going to be part of this defense.
I definitely believe you're wrong there. But let's talk about the front 7, because in Albert Haynesworth aside, it still seems more active, tougher than it was a year ago.
Definitely. I'm going to just go front 4. Those are the guys who've shown that they can play a little bit. Between Myron Pryor, Andre Carter, and Anderson, they've all seemed to do a little bit, or a lot, depending where you were this summer during the preseason. It looks like they can play. I worry about Brandon Spikes not having a preseason, him being injured the whole preseason. I think they were expecting a lot out of him. His presence in the middle allows Mayo to freelance and roam a little bit more in the 4-man with 3 behind set. So I think that Spikes getting healthy is a big key for them early.
What about defensive backs?
Defensive backs, I think they're going to struggle a little bit. I mean, I think we've seen it. They sent 3 guys out of town, and you got guys like Josh Barrett playing a big role. I think McCourty will be fine.
Now you say fine. A lot of people say not fine. He's very good. He's elite. Maybe he's not elite yet.
I think he had a great year.
Right.
He's not Nnamdi Asomugha, Asante Samuel, Darrell Reeves. He's not in that 5 yet. He's around 10 to 15 right now, which is very good. I think what hurts him is the lack of talent around him. I mean, I just really, Lee Barton hasn't played in 2 years. I wonder what he's going to bring to the table. Do you trust Pat Chung? He's a kid who's broken down 2 years in a row physically, and he hasn't been able to play every snap. So I wonder about the questions in the secondary.
All right, I'll put it to you this way. The season starts on Monday. We will have a preview of the game with Miami on Monday. So come back on Monday in the Eagle Tribune. We will have it here, www.eagletribune.com. Pat's record, what do you think?
11 or 12 wins, I would say.
Now, 11 could they be a better team at 12-4 than they were at 14-2?
Absolutely. I think they are stronger up front on defense. I think that's a big key.
I think more 13-3, 12-4, because I've always drunk the Kool-Aid, of course. I like this team, and I think they're going to put pressure on the quarterback, something they haven't been able to do for 6 or 7 years. It's almost shocking how Belichick has basically gone back and tried to confuse teams. And I know he did it based on personnel. I think that's going to be a big improvement. And I'm putting the season on Brady. If Brady is clutch, and he has not been clutch for 5 or 6 years, and I'm talking about winning games when the team's not playing well, I'm talking about the team playing defensively, carrying him a little bit, letting him make the big plays, I think he's the key. But I'm going 12-4, and I'll stick with it.
Okay.
All right. Well, all right. That's it now for the Patriots. We will be right back. We're going to have also a quick preview of the NFL, Hector's top 5 teams, and a look at the Super Bowl preview. Imagine that. We haven't even previewed the first game. We're going to preview the Super Bowl. We'll be right back.